Hey, ¿qué pasó, mi gente? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday. Happy WNBA Day. Today I have a bunch of picks for you. I was able to find 6 different picks that I liked. I actually liked a few more, but some of them already have been bumped. Or just removed from Price Picks and some of the other site. But I'm going to give you what I was able to put in recently. But before we do that, I wanted to review the slip we put in the last time. And we did 2 of these. We had injuries on the 22.5 points plus rebounds. She was going crazy. And then, blowout happened. They took her off. So we cashed that. I think we ended up getting lucky in that one. Ariel Atkins under 6.5 points plus assist. That one, it's an unfortunate hook. 0.5. Man, it's one of those that you can't really have an explanation for. They just happened. We missed that one by 0.5. And then Brianna Jones over 6.5 rebounds. She already had 5 by halftime, so that was an easy win. So yeah, I mean, I was pretty confident on the slate, so I ended up doing this as a second half play. I didn't have a way of sharing this. But I ended up doing this as a second half play. Arika started off crazy, so it became one of those games that she was going to do a little bit of everything: rebounds plus assists, score, rebound, and assists. I took her over in the second half easily over that. Carrington was just again aggressive as heck. So she was getting points, she was getting rebounds, assists, easy over. Jackie Young, it was her game. She exploded. I had her originally at the 25.5 plus assist on the over in the full game. She ended up getting in the second half that 25. She ended up getting 25 points plus rebounds plus assist. And Paige Burker, that was actually a lucky one. I mean, I got lucky that they ended up, Vegas ended up going like on a 12-0 run in the fourth quarter. So, Paige couldn't do much, so I got lucky on that 0.5. But again, I take it. I ended up getting lost on the other slip because of 0.5. Ironically enough, on the second half, I ended up winning by 0.5. All right, so that's what happened in the last game. Let's go over to the picks that I have for you today. I'm gonna go to the first one that I have for you. Kayla Thornton. I'm gonna go back to her over 5.5 rebounds. I was okay with taking her at six rebounds over on Price Pick. Most of the books have her easily over 5.5. Price Picks, as you can see here on the bottom, they have her at 6. I took over on this. The last time in her last game versus the Sparks. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, here we go. There you go. In the last game versus the Sparks, in overtime, she had 11 rebounds. But she had cashed a 5.5 line already by the first half. Prior game against A.J. Wilson, she had 11 rebounds. She played 36 minutes. They won by 27 points, but she still played her full minutes. So where there's a blowout, where there's a where there's a blowout, either they're blowing out or a close game, she's still playing 35, 36 minutes. So I'm not concerned about that. Now, in rebounds allowed against the Storms do rank number 5. But what I'm looking at is the fact that the pace they play on a high pace. A lot of 3-pointers will be taken. So someone like Kayla Thornton was very aggressive. Will be underneath trying to get those rebounds. So I'm just going back to her. This confident play that I had last time, confident play that I have this time around. So, yeah, Kayla Thornton over 5.5 rebounds against the Storm today in the third game of the slate. The second pick that I have for you, it's going to be in the first game of the day, and we're going over to the points, rebounds tab, and we're going over to Alana Smith. Let's go right into rebounds allowed against the the Sparks. They ranked number 6. They rank 8th overall against her position. 3 points allowed, 12. So there'll be a lot of points. 3-pointers taken by the Lynx. So you can also considered Kayla McBride. Well, the reason why I like her is because she's basically has become the number one person underneath to be getting rebounds. Kaylin Thorns of the Valkyrie just smoked them for 11 rebounds. Somewhat similar play to some extent, but the thing is that here there's a few players that have gone away to Europe. So Alana Smith's her participation on the court, her time is very secure, and they'll be more relying on her to do more than just score. She has a great scoring matchup. They rank 10th versus her where she makes most of her points from. Her excuse me, her spot up shooting 44%. They rank number 10th. Transition, where she takes her her second most points, 24%. They rank 7th. So she has a decent rebound match, but she has a really good points matchup. I prefer taking both. Rebounds allowed, middle of the road, 8th versus her position overall. I just like combining both, just in case she has a slower scoring game, but she has a higher rebound game. I like to balance it out. Sometimes I take in Alana Smith's points only, and she hasn't made it, but she's done really well in rebounds. So if I would have taken points plus rebounds, she would have cashed. Or I'd taken her rebounds only, and she didn't cash her rebounds. So I like to combine both because she has a tendency to not do well. Like, for example, here's 6 rebounds, 7 rebounds. In the same game, she had 14 points, but then in this game she only had 4 rebounds. So she has a tendency to this back and forth, where she doesn't score well, but she rebounds well. Vice versa, she scores well and she rebounds well, or she scores well and doesn't rebound well. So I think it's a safer play to go on both. And she has a really good scoring matchup and a decent rebound matchup. She doesn't have a horrific matchup for rebounding. Otherwise, I would stay away. It's more middle of the road. So Alana Smith, over 15.5 points plus rebounds. And the next one that I'm going to take you over is I am going to keep in the same game. And we're going over to Kelsey Plum. Hers is pretty straightforward. At the last 4 games, talked about the last time, just a complete downtrend on her end. Here she had a really good matchup, and plus it was overtime, and she ended up scoring 24 points. Her line was at 20.5 at that time. She got the points that she needed just to go over, and right in the last minute. And in the recent game, she played 37 minutes, only scored 13 points. Against Vegas was difficult against 3-pointers. Today she gets one of those matchups again, extremely difficult against 3-pointers. Let me go over to the 3-points tab, and I'll show it to you. Let's see. Let me go back here. Sorry. Here, where she could score most of her points is above the break. They rank number 1. She gets most of her points, 26% from the pick and ball handler. She's become more of a point guard, so be careful with taking her assist. So she's more dishing the ball. So she's getting a lot of assists. Free throws, 20%, ranked number 3. Transition, 16%, number 3. Let me show you the assist, and this will show you that she's become the default point guard for them. Look, since this happened, which is recent, the Wings, Valkyrie, and the last game against Vegas, 9, 7, and 9. Her assist line is at 5.5. I would not consider this one to go on an under at all. This is something that the books currently have that line at a very easy over 5.5. So you can consider maybe 5.5 assist on the over. But definitely don't combine the points plus assist on the under. I know I checked and RotoWire has the points plus assist as one of the number one picks that they have under 25.5. I wouldn't mess with that. She can go crazy on assist and just go over on points plus assist. I will go either under 8.5 points because of how tough of matchup she has, and I will consider over 5.5 assist. Again, under 18.5 points or over 5.5 assist on Plum. The next one that I have for you is a player that changes completely just because of excuse me, who came back, who makes everything different for her, is Boston. Right now, it's been betted down really heavily. Price pick had it at 14 points. I took her over on 14 points. Right here, they have a 13.5. And the books are saying she's expected to go under. More or less even, 130. But nonetheless expected to go under. Expect to go over at 12.5, but expect to go under at 13.5. So they're expecting either 13. They're expecting basically 13 points. You see from Bet Online, minus 133 on the over at 12.5. And then here, minus sports bets. Well, let's go Bet 365, a little more reliable. They have a minus 120 to go under 13.5, but they also have a minus 110 to go over 13.5. So it's pretty even. And for the last 3 games, she's gone under. So you might be asking, why in the world are you taking her over 13.5? This young lady's back. Caitlin Clark. She makes all the difference in the world for Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston gets most of her points from the pick and roll and the post up. Pick and roll, 22%. They rank number 6. Post up, 25%. They rank number 9. So this is what I'm relying on: the post up and the ball being able to, and Caitlin Clark being able to get Aaliyah Boston the ball. She didn't have anyone in the prior games to get her the ball. This is what Caitlin Clark specializes in. It's getting people the ball in specific positions. And let me show you what happened the first time Aaliyah Boston went up against the Liberty. A very tough team, as we all know. Look what happened when they actually met the last time with Caitlin Clark. 27 points. I mean, this 13.5 points that's currently there, it's because of the recent form. But this recent form is because Caitlin Clark wasn't there. That's the biggest difference. With Caitlin Clark there, this is the difference. So those are the picks that I have for you. Also, do me a favor, keep like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment there. Get this video out there to people. Sorry, I rambled on some of the plays, but I just wanted to give you a full layout on the picks. Let me show you the slip that I did put in. Excuse me. Over on Price Pick. Let me get this over here so I can a little more center. You guys can see it. This is a slip that I actually put in. I put Kelsey Klum under 18.5 points. Leah Boston over 2.5 points. Kayla Thornton over 6 rebounds. And I ended up going with some additional players to create my 6. Ezzy Magabor under 8.5 points. The extremely difficult matchup. She takes all her shots underneath the basket and basically Valkyrie ranked number 1. Tammy will tell you, history will tell you that this is a really bad bet to go under her, but I'm relying on matchup. She has a really difficult matchup, so I'm relying on that for this under. Courtney Williams, less minutes every single time. You look at the history, the under 10.5 points is a good bet. So I ended up using these 3 different players in this slip, and then I created another slip, which is just 4 players, which had Alana Smith. So I went with Kelsey Plum, Leah Boston, and Kayla Thornton, and that are the slip with only 4. But I wanted to give you some of the options for you to consider. Again, take these picks, mix and match as you please, and hopefully you cash out some winners. Okay? I'll talk to you until next time. Have yourself a great Sunday and best of luck out there. Adios. Ciao.